And when you begin to see all of these things,
The Center for Persons with Disabilities is drumming up attention on the looming implementation of justice for persons with disabilities as it trains security agents and journalists on the protection of their rights.
I cannot communicate because I don't understand their side.
The organization says come January 2024, there will be penalties for owners of public buildings without points of accessibility to persons with disabilities. That's because it amounts to an infringement on their rights. Persons who approved the erection of such buildings between 2018 and 2023 will pay a 1 million naira fine. The affected person with disability will be paid 10,000 naira daily for human rights violation. Courts, police stations, banks, pedestrian bridges and walkways are expected to be in compliance with the National Act that demands unhindered accessibility by persons with disabilities. All airlines in Nigeria, seaports and railway stations are also to comply to avoid the payments of fines. According to the National Act, the government and the people are also to ensure PWDs are given priority attention in health institutions, especially during emergencies. They are also to be given housing accommodation without discrimination and standard education.
Okay, the urgent thing that we want the government to implement is still the content of the law, looking at accessibility, looking at reviewing of government policies to ensure that inclusive for persons with disability, and also removing all attitudinal barrier that hinders persons with disability from participation on equal basis with others.
So if we see persons with disability protesting, that is as a result of the law not being enforced or strictly complied to. So in my own advice is that the government should kindly enforce this law.
Oluwafumilayo Mobolaji is the Public Relations Officer of the Final Court Injury Association Lagos State. She is very disturbed about constant violations of the rights of persons with disabilities.
At times when you go and make a complaint and you complain about you being harassed or you're being this and maybe the opposite sex harassed you wrongly, they will feel if an opposite sex is making pass at you because you're a female and you're on a wheelchair or you have disability, you should appreciate that person harassing, which is very, very wrong. When you even get an opportunity to a job, the first thing they will think, are you sure you can do this? Why not give me a try and let me do it and see if I'm capable of doing it?
Lukman Salami is a lawyer with visual impairment. He says effective implementation of laws will change existing ugly stories.
What bothers me most is the response or the reaction of the society towards the abuse. Invariably, it's either they play it down or they just gloss over it and just see it as a normal, regular thing that should happen to a person with disability. And this is very prevalent among those that are supposed to know.
Bada Emmanuel, who is also a lawyer, stepped out to bear his mind on the danger of self-limitation.
Being physically impaired does not make you a disabled person. You understand? It doesn't make you disabled. Like Steve Wonder, even with the sight impairment, he's performing brilliantly, and he's a role model to everybody. He's performing well. You call those people disabled? They're not. They're not. In fact, the issue of the people with disability, I'm contending it from human rights perspective, because it is the society that placed that word, that toga, disabled, on our shoulder.
Persons living with disabilities have several provisions strongly protecting their rights in the 2018 National Act. But the law says any crook who goes to obtain a disability certificate in order to cheat on the government to get privileges will get a 6-month jail term as an award for crookedness. Jacqueline Ogoh, TVC News, Lagos.